Hello and welcome to today's... Hang on a second. Okay, that's better. Hello and welcome to today's video. A subscriber emailed me and said, hey, I have a ton of old vintage Apple products that I don't want anymore. Do you want to make a video on them? And I said, heck yeah, I do. So what we have today is over 100 pounds, 106 pounds to be specific, of old Apple stuff that a viewer of mine didn't really want anymore. And so I said, hey, you know what? I'll pay the shipping. Let's see what you got. Now this box on top, we don't know a whole lot about, mainly because it's just a brown box, and I specifically avoided reading what exactly I was being sent today to make a more interesting video. So this is a bit of a question mark, and we'll set it off to the side. These other two boxes are a little bit more cut and dry because, well, it's pretty obvious what's in them. They are the original boxes for a Power Mac G5 and an Apple Cinema HD display from 2003. You know how I know they're from 2003? Take a look at the original shipping label. Ship date August 26, 2003. So what could be more fun than hanging out and unboxing some 17-year-old Apple products? Well, without any further ado, let's hop into it. And here we have the Power Mac G5 from 2003. This was one of the first 64-bit computers that you could buy, so it's a pretty big deal. Now, you may notice that the design, at least what's printed on the box, looks very familiar. It's the same design as the Cheese Grater Mac Pro, except for a few minor differences, but this was where the design came from. So the original shipping label over here says that we have the 1.8 gigahertz processor, half a gigabyte of RAM, 160 gigabyte hard drive, and the GeForce 5200 graphics. So this one is from 2003. The original sticker price of this computer was $2,400, which works out to $3,388 today. So let's crack it open. I have no idea what condition this is gonna be in, but we're about to find out. Oh, look at this. That's cool. It's a gigantic decal of the Power Mac G5. You could hang this on your wall. Wow, so we've got a lot of original accessories here. We've got the DVI connector. We've got the old clear style Magic Mouse. We've got a connector of some sort, not sure what this goes to. We also have the Apple Care Service and Support Manual. Looks like there was another booklet in this envelope that is no longer with us, unfortunately. We also have a somewhat dirty old style Apple keyboard. Whoops, and I just pulled one of the keys off. Put that back on there. Definitely gonna need some cleaning on that. Ooh. There's the original power cord. And it looks like there's another power cord in here too. Maybe this is for the display or something? Actually, this is a newer style power cord. I'm not sure what this is for. Right, so now we've got to get this out of the box. It looks like it's in its original sort of sleeve. I'm gonna have to set this down on the floor. Oh boy, that's a big boy. This is definitely the original sleeve, so let's pull it off and see what is going on with the G5 from 2003. The only real differences between this and a Cheese Grater Mac Pro are, I mean, you can see the layout of the back panel has changed a little bit, and oh geez, I'm scratching my table. Around the front, we get a FireWire and a single USB instead of dual USBs on this model. So let's open up the side panel and see what it looks like. Definitely got some dust going on. Oh, that's cool. Look at that little plexiglass door in there. I've never owned a Power Mac. So here we are on the inside of the Power Mac G5. You can see there's our big G5 heatsink. This is a serious piece of cooling hardware. Look at the size of it. Now, obviously, for a 17-year-old device, you can expect some pretty serious dust buildup, and that absolutely is the case here. Look at this little stalactite hanging from the top. Now, that's to be expected because there's absolutely no dust prevention of any sort. It just comes right through the entire case, so that's exactly what happens. Aw, look at the little baby heatsink on the little baby graphics card. That's just completely completely covered in dust. Oh my gosh. Now, unfortunately, I did notice that there's no hard drive installed, so we might not be able to boot it up because I don't have a copy of Tiger on hand, so we'll see what happens with that. But of course, it wouldn't be a good retro unboxing if we didn't have a retro display to go along with it. So let's close this up, and let's take a look at that cinema display, shall we? So here it is, the Apple Cinema HD display. This is from 2003 and it's 1920 by 1080. That was very impressive at the time, and as such, this thing was unbelievably expensive. Actually, who am I kidding? It's Apple. I 100% believe how expensive it was. The previous owner, the subscriber who sent this to me, paid in 2003 $3,499. That equates to $4,942 today. So this is quite literally a Pro Display XDR from 17 years ago. Except the stand is included. I really don't know what to expect here. I have a suspicion that you're supposed to open this laying down, but we're just gonna see what it looks like. Ooh. Very nice packaging, I have to say. Look at that, we got a little piece of foam insulation here. Very nice. Let's lean this whole thing forward. Wow, this is surprisingly heavy. I mean, this box does weigh, what was it, 30 pounds? Yeah, 33 pounds, and most of that is in this display. The box does not weigh very much. So this is a very heavy piece of equipment here. Ooh. This actually looks really good. For 2003, I mean, obviously the bezels are enormous. They're just absolutely massive. So here's what's interesting about the cinema display. First of all, this thing is massive. Second of all, this thing is beautiful. Take a look at the back. I'll just lay it down like this. It is absolutely beautiful. We have this aluminum undercarriage here and then this clear plastic shell, metallic Apple logo. One of the coolest and also one of the oldest displays that I've taken a look at here. The thing that's weird though is, you know, it's super clean, super minimal. You got your 2 USB pass-throughs, but where do you plug it in? The DVI connector is attached. There's no other ports. You can't unplug this. And where it plugs into your computer, very handy. It's on this little rotating thing so you can angle it like that. But this plugs in specifically to the graphics card on the Power Mac G5. So I guess I'm kind of out of luck given that we don't have a hard drive in the G5. So I might have to do a follow-up video where we actually get the 2003 Apple setup. So like and comment down below if you want to see that video. But for now, we're going to move on to the mystery box that contains Apple products that I don't know what they are. So let's find out. Now this box looks like it's a little bit worse for wear. It's not exactly the most securely packaged here. It looks like it got beaten up in shipping a little bit, but that's all right. Wow, this box is really falling apart at the seams here, but we've got some paper, got some more paper. Oh, I see some bags. All right, well, we've got a power extension, quite a number of cables, including what looks like a MagSafe charger, so there might be some somewhat newer things in here. Oh, wait a minute, hang on. An Ipod Nano! Yay, look at that. Oh, I loved these things. God, the vertical screen Ipod Nano. This is a throwback and a half. All my friends had these and I never had one, and I was always so jealous because whenever we would go on school trips, they would put TV shows and stuff on the little screen and have their Five Below headphones and watch them on the bus, and I was just sitting there like a doofus without an iPod. So there's another power extension in the bag of goodies. We've got a MagSafe and a 30-pin connector. So this is the L-shaped MagSafe port, which means that we're probably gonna have, maybe there's a MacBook in here, not sure. Here's something else. What exactly is this? Oh, no way! Look at that, it's an Airport Extreme. This one, copyright 2003, so this is probably from the same vintage as the Power Mac and the Cinema display. God, these things look so weird. Looks like a spaceship! All right, well, this looks like a laptop of some sort, so wonder what this could be. It's like Christmas. Ooh. Oh. That's a 15-inch MacBook Pro right there. So not quite as vintage, although, take a look at that. This one has the little battery access door. So that means that this is the original 15-inch MacBook Pro from 2008. That's cool. I've never owned one of these. Maybe we can do some sort of a restoration project with this. I can see it doesn't have a hard drive, so we can add one of those. Very fun. That explains the MagSafe charger. All right, we've got a laptop bag with presumably some stuff in it, so let's set that aside. Is there anything else in here? No, this is just paper. I do appreciate the use of recyclable packaging. That is very important. Alrighty, here, we're in the home run of this unboxing. We've got this final bag that feels quite lumpy, so let's see what is inside of it. iBook G4 User's Guide. So kind of a spoiler alert there. I think there might be an iBook G4 in here. We've got the old style iBook power adapter, so yet more clues here. We've got some other booklets. We'll come back to those in a second. That actually, wait a minute. Tiger install discs. That could be really helpful. And yes, indeed, an iBook G4 with all of the feet on it. That is rare. So this is, yes, look at this. What a beaut. Ooh, that keyboard. Holy moly, that is a yellowed keyboard right there. There's the little chime. Very small speakers on these things. Hey, starting Mac OS 10. Now, I'm not surprised that there's still a hard drive in here because, well, it takes a lot of disassembly to get the hard drive out in one of these old iBooks. Look at that beautiful Tiger desktop. You love to see it. Oh no, none of my trusted wireless networks can be found. Would I like to join the open wireless network named SNS? Airport Extreme technology works like a cordless telephone. The Airport Extreme card in the computer makes a wireless connection to the Airport Extreme or Airport Express base station, which is connected to the telephone line or a DSL or cable modem. The good old days. So it looks like the iBook is working, but why don't we try to get some of this stuff cleaned up and we'll see how it looks. And I'll tell you what, I'm gonna sweeten the deal. I've got an ongoing giveaway right now sponsored by iFixit. You can check out my video where I worked on the ultimate back-to-school MacBook restoration, and I'm going to be giving away that mid-2015 MacBook Pro. And I'll tell you what, the winner of that giveaway is also going to get this iBook G4 with the charger, so go ahead and check that video out if you want to win both of those laptops, a modern and usable one, and also a retro cool one. So today was a lot of fun, quite a treasure trove of old Apple tech. I love the green Ipod Nano. I'm probably legitimately gonna load some music onto one of these and use it. I just love the old clicky wheel iPods are so much fun. We also have the 2008 MacBook Pro. I'm thinking what we might do for that video is do a live restoration project so we could give it some upgrades, put in a new SSD, that sort of thing, and do that live in real time. So let me know if you'd like to see that down below. And I think I might also do another video where we set up the Power Mac and the Apple Cinema display and create a 17-year-old ultimate Apple setup. So that's gonna do it for today's video. Make sure you're following me on Twitter and over on Twitch, both of which you'll find linked in the description below, so you know when I'm gonna do that 15-inch MacBook Pro live restoration video. You won't wanna miss that. And of course, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. With that, I will see you all in the next video.